ക്യൂസ് എല്ലാവർക്കും ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റിയോ? റിവിഷൻ ക്യൂസ്. അത് ചുമ്മാ കൊണ്ടുവന്നേ ഉള്ളൂ. നിങ്ങൾ നെയിം എൻ്റർ ചെയ്യണം കേട്ടോ. നിങ്ങളെ ആണോ? ചിലപ്പോൾ തെറ്റായ പേരായിരിക്കും. ഹലോ, എവിടെ നോക്കാം. So we'll start by discussing what we have discussed last day. So we discussed about unemployment, poverty, and inequality, and the first topic which we took was unemployment. So we told that unemployment is a situation which exists when members of the labor force they wish to work but they cannot obtain the job. Okay, so that is also known as involuntary unemployment. We also discussed different types of unemployment. That's general types of unemployment, which is involuntary, frictional, and cyclical. And frictional unemployment, as we told, is something which occurs when there is a change in technology or when you are lacking the skill set required to continue in that job. So that is known as frictional unemployment. We studied about cyclical unemployment, which occurs when there is a downtrend in the economic cycle, like depression, recession, etc. And then we discussed about the types of unemployment in India. And in the Indian context, we discussed about rural unemployment, where agriculture sector is concerned. And we also told that many people are employed only during the sowing and harvesting season. And the time between this, that is almost 6 to 8 months, they remain jobless. So that is what we discussed under rural unemployment. We also took that into consideration seasonal unemployment also. So agricultural unemployment, which is also known as rural unemployment, is also an example of seasonal unemployment. The last thing which we studied, I guess, was disguised unemployment. So in disguised unemployment, we told that where 1 or 2 people are required to work, more than 2 or maybe 10 or 15 people are working in that similar activity, which means that I hope that you have not written this point down. The marginal productivity of labor would be equal to 0 or very negligible. Okay, that's something you can write under disguised unemployment. The marginal productivity of labor, the marginal productivity of labor is either 0 or negligible. The marginal productivity of labor is either 0 or negligible. So that's what we discussed in disguised unemployment. So the next type of unemployment in the context of India, which we are going to discuss right now, is underemployment. Okay, underemployment. And underemployment, basically, it has got two different meanings. One, it refers to a job which we see predominantly in India and in the context of Kerala, where a person is working. He might be a graduate, but he is working with where in a job where the qualification required would be a 10th standard or 12th standard. Okay, he might be a graduate or he might be a postgraduate, but the job in which he is involved might require only a qualification, educational qualification of maybe 10th standard or 12th standard. Okay, so you can, for the sake of a definition, you can write down. It refers to a job. It refers to a job which is below the qualification. It refers to a job which is below the qualification of the person. Which is below the qualification of the person. For example, a graduate doing a job, for which the qualification required is either 10th or 12th standard. A graduate doing a job for which the qualification required is 10th, 12th or whatever, less than graduate's qualification, 10th or 12th. And another case of underemployment in the context of India is when a person who is employed for more than 6 months in India is considered as fully employed. So that can also be a case of underemployment, because he might not have a job for the rest 4 to 6 months in a year, but he is considered to be fully employed, or he is considered to have job throughout the year in the context of India. So that is another situation or another form of underemployment. And you may write it down. It is about the period of employment. It is about the period of employment